I'm exhausted. It's a heck of a win for us, man. Much needed. We had a little bit of everything over the last 2 hours in there. And when you're down 9 or 10, whatever it was, early in the second half, I think you're at a crossroads a little bit. But I thought what helped us offensively is we went smaller, like we did in the Duke game, and just started ball screening for Eric and just let him make plays for us. We had to score some to win the game. We defended enough to get out of there. Had some key stops, but I think Eric just kind of taken over, like you've seen him do before, with ball screening stuff and guys spread out. Big night for VJ Beecham. We've been waiting on this, and it was only a matter of time. Only a matter of time with VJ. I think he's kind of joined the club now, but huge minutes for him and made big shots for us.
Last possession with Eric, was it go make a play if you need to take the step back?
Yeah, make a play. Just, I didn't even say a word to him. He talked it out. We were having our big kind of flat ball screen. We got our bigs out just to go kind of small, just so we could open the floor up a little bit more, maybe for a drive. I think Pat was maybe up there trying to ball screen for him, but it was, do it. Go ahead and make a play. He said to me when we were doing the alma mater, he was next to me, he said, man, I owed you guys that one after missing the free throw. So, but happy for him because, he has really had to lead under tough situation, and his style of play has changed a lot since losing his backcourt mate, and was happy that he could deliver for us, and he certainly did.
What about last play of regulation? What was the setup there?
Last play of regulation, when he got fouled,
Yeah, he drove left.
it was another one where we just talked about, we were in that flat ball screen, our big coming up and kind of setting that screen from behind in the middle of the floor. We got it to him. What was it, 5 seconds, I believe. They put it down to 5.1. Sherm got up and kind of clipped a little bit, but it was one of those things where drive it and try and make a play. And the law of averages probably said you were going to get a call on that one. And I thought maybe he was in his shooting motion. I don't know about that, but when Eric is controlling things like that, I don't want to confuse him with calling something different offensively. I mean, the game was in his hands. So we did it at the end of regulation, and we did it at the end of the overtime.
Mike, you've always run a confidence-giving program. Have you had to escalate that a little bit in the last couple of weeks?
I think so. It's a fine line of, Tim, it's a fine line of holding guys' feet to the fire where, we have to be better in these areas. I'm not going to let you off the hook, but you can't drive them into the hole because we got a lot of basketball to play, and we have some young guys. We have 3 freshmen, that are helping us, and you want to keep teaching them. You have Zach August, I think, who has really played well, through everything, and so it's kind of been a little bit of a balance point there. I've probably been on the old guys more. I've been on those 3 guys about being able to rely on them more in all facets, and they should be able to take that. But when you're in one what we're in, you're trying to find a balance point. I don't think I ever let them leave the practice floor. If I light them up or get on guys, we never leave on that. We leave on something positive, even if I've got a fake one.
VJ comes in and shoots it very confidently.
Yeah.
Was that nice to see?
Just a matter of time. I mean, the kid's a heck of a player, and he's really shot it well in practice, and he's practiced well, and he's had some good games for us. But in league play, and he hasn't got great opportunities, but I think he's played a little bit, he's played a little bit nervous, too nervous. And I talked to him about that the last week. I was like, if you miss a shot, I'm not taking, just play. You're going to play. We need you. And so I'm very excited. Here it is, February 1st. We win a game we really needed, and we maybe have another guy kind of trending up. And so we're trying to figure out who we are for the ACC tournament. And now we have 3 freshmen getting more confident and they're going to get better. They're all part of it. That's exciting for me right now as we go through the month of February.
Mike, what's the feeling like in there as opposed to what it would have been if that didn't work out the way?
Oh yeah, that's a fine line right there, man. When you're down 10 early in the second half, I'm starting to think about my speech, and I was thoroughly confused what it would be with a game coming on Monday. You'd have been pretty wounded. You really would. And you know what? It's funny. Our guys were so, we haven't won one in a while, and they were just kind of sitting there, matter of fact. There was really no celebrating. It was, almost maybe a little bit of relief, maybe a little bit of, hey, can this get us going? And hopefully it can.
You've talked a lot about getting one play, one stop late in games. You got a few of those today. How do you think that changes the confidence or mindset in late games?
Yeah, we missed a few too, and I almost strangled 7 or 8 guys throughout. And we had some chances at some key stops. We're still not good enough in that area, and I ain't sugarcoating that. After we had an exciting win, we gave up some key stuff at key times. We did get a couple to win. You had to get a couple to win the game, but we must be better, more consistently, with 10 seconds or less on the shot clock. We guarded the heck out of them through their stuff, and we did a good job on the arc. They didn't light us up from the arc. But the last 10 seconds of the shot clock, we had some amazing breakdowns, but that's not anything new. That's our problem. I don't know, we had one possession. There was one possession where they had it with 9 seconds. And I was in a timeout with them. I said, there it is. It's almost prophetic. 9 seconds. We haven't got to stop yet in single digits. Let's try it again. And I think maybe we got it that time. But we have to watch some of that tomorrow. We have to watch some of that. We have to be better there. And are we changing defenses? Do I have the right guys in the game? Maybe we should just play defense with 10 seconds on the shot clock in practice for a week. But those are things we're not good enough there yet to win consistently. We have a chance to get better at it, though. We'll keep working.
How hard is it to break the cycle of losing that you get?
No, it is, Al. It is, man. What do they say? Winning is a habit. Unfortunately, so is losing. And even early in the second half, when they had us down 9 or 10, I got on our backsides hard because we kind of had that look like feeling sorry. Maybe it's not our year. I was like, whoa. I need more competitors. And we got great kids, and I thought they really rose to the occasion. And Eric Pat especially kind of set the tone for us to not let us lose. And it's a cycle it's a dangerous cycle you can get in. We certainly needed to win a game, and it was nice to win it in exciting fashion. To make a big play to win it.
Thoughts on going to Syracuse on Monday?
Yeah, I mean, do they even know we play on Monday? Don't they have something going on tonight? And what a great opportunity for us. I told them in the locker room, what a great opportunity. We won't have much of a shot in there. Maybe they'll be number 1 in the country. But I sure like going to Syracuse and competing Monday night after what happened this afternoon than the alternative, or what could have happened, and not getting it. So I think we'll go up there with a positive frame of mind, with nothing to lose, and let it rip.
For the last month and a half, you've constantly referred to today, not because of Boston College, but it's February 1st, saying you need to find your identity.
Some more pride. We kind of broke it up. It's, we kind of said, do we have some answers by February 1st? I think we do. I think we have some young guys playing better. VJ steps forward on February 1st. Zach playing, doing his thing. Now I think we have to look at who are we by the ACC tournament. That's that's our next segment that we'll talk about tomorrow. What are some goals? What are some things? What are some things we need to do better? And who are we through February? And I just wanted to kind of break it the 2 months down before. We got some answers. On February 1st, we got some answers that we still need a lot of work on. We got some good answers too. We got some silver lining answers in the midst of being 3-6.
Do you know what your identity is right now as of this moment?
Well, I think we're still searching for a defensive identity consistently, and as I said, defending low in the clock. Offensively, and now it's a little different because you're playing against zone the whole game on Monday. Offensively, do we just have to do more for most of the game to spring Atkins to be the playmaker? We played the last 10 minutes of the Duke game and the last 10 minutes of this game like that. Maybe we need to play 30 minutes like that. That's something I think we really need to talk about. Now it's a little different because you're in a zone attack on Monday, but you come back against North Carolina, I think that's something. Now, you got another guy scoring like that. Steve and Demetrius have gotten good. They haven't been really able to score for us, but they're doing a good job in guarding, and they haven't scored. Maybe Beecham can become a reliable scorer for us. That's the one thing you want to kind of nurture after today.
Sherm, this was another sort of tough game for him. What did you see there?
Yeah, I mean, he got a cup. We missed so many close ones around the bucket. All our big guys. Especially early in the game, that kind of is a little bit deflating when you just can't get scores around there. But he just needs to bounce back. I mean, he gave us a pretty good defensive presence. But he's our best big defender as far as helping teammate. And tonight, because you're guarding a guy in the high post, you're the traffic cop of all this stuff coming off. He really did a heck of a job talking our perimeter guys through all the dribble exchanges, fade screens, and we did a good job not getting crushed from the three-point line. Gave up some drives, but we couldn't have them make double-digit threes. That when they make double-digit threes, they beat people. And we did a better job of that. And Sherm was really part of that, even though he was in foul trouble and he didn't get into a scoring mode. You know what? Be ready to play on Monday. You're going to be right back in there. You're starting. Thank you.